It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity, and it's day 3 in Encinitas. Day 2 was mainly just plant deliveries and crane delivery of these large slope boulders. We had a little mix-up with KRC. They forgot to bring 2 of our big rocks, our really, really big rocks. So Bart is coming back on Friday. And, you know, things always work out, don't they? You know, I was kind of glad ultimately that they forgot a couple of our boulders because now we think we need even more. So when Bart comes back on Friday to fix the whoopsie, he's going to also bring additional boulders for us. We've got, you know, 3 1-ton plus boulders in the slope now. We really want 5. So that one that Hannah's showing you right now, also, we really are going to prefer that repositioned. It's got some beautiful striations that you really cannot appreciate on that perspective. So when we get with you on Saturday or early next week, you'll see that boulder repositioned. Also, we have a lot of red boulder, small boulder right in the middle, which we want to mix up, break up. Yeah, so in other words, a lot is happening on the slope. It's not, that ain't it. It's still a work in progress. Also, the clients went off on their own, and I'm so glad they did. And at Southwest Boulder and Stone, look what they found. They couldn't resist, so they bought their own boulder. This is a beautiful honey onyx, and we are going to have to get that thing off the pallet and flipped around. But it's just an absolute stunner of a boulder. So
that was the first half of the day.
Yeah, that was the first half of the day. Then the plants started arriving en masse. We had some here for you to see from Waterwise, but we've got 3 beautiful cycads from Al's Botanic Wonders, like the ones we used in the Calabasas maintenance. Goodness, Matt Jones from Jones Rare Roots brought us Aloe tongaensis, this giant ferox. He brought a Yucca rigida, Yucca rostratas, Baccarnia recurvatas. Look at these multi-barrels. Are they not the cutest things ever? So cute. And then Caesar from Sun Valley brought that incredible Aloe ramosissima, the Petalanthus bracteatus, the Aluatia procera, the Dazzlerium longissimums, the Hercules, and this giant, I know you're getting whiplash, I'm sorry, this giant Baccarnia recurvata. So, what?
That's a Draco.
I mean the Draco. What's a Baccarnia recurvata? Oh, these.
Anyways,
Yeah,
this is what
the
we're doing.
Draco. So we're getting ready to plant the Draco. Aren't we, guys? Yeah, the thing is a beast, but it's going to go down here in the side bed because this is kind of a challenging area from the standpoint of borrowed landscape. You know, we have these giant mature eucalyptus trees. We have all the rosemary on the slope. We've got the pittosporum, these paper barks, melaleucas. So we don't want what's in here to get lost. And we feel like the Draco, the Dracaena Draco, is going to be clutch right there. And this will be, hopefully, we'll finish the bouldering and planting in here today while we're waiting on 9 more yards of soil to come for the back and yada yada. So do you want to show them the fountains? Yeah, let's take a look. We're going to be installing 2 fountains, and the guys have already dug out the basins and prepped. One of them, these are from Southwest Boulder and Stone. This one is a columnar, and it is going to go in the bromeliad bed, and this gigantic thing is what's going under the window along the side. And we are absolutely flummoxed at how we're going to get it back there. So Greg's working on that right now. So as we wrap up today, just giving you the updates, we got this beautiful Aloe tongaensis from Jones Rare Roots planted. I'm super stoked with that. That's beautiful. The guys got another 7 yards of soil moved into these beds to prepare for planting. These are going to be DG options for the path. I was mistaken. They aren't laying flagstones. They're just going to do decomposed granite. So we will choose between these 4 options at the end of the project. Here, of course, is where we are plumbing for the fountain, although we still haven't figured out how we're going to move it. It's so heavy. So yeah, that's been a challenge, but we have Sunbelt rentals involved. A salesman came out yesterday to discuss the different types of equipment they have and what might be possible for getting that thing not only back here, but the equipment has to be able to lift the fountain up and set it on the basin. So that's, yeah, and make it through that tiny little, it's complicated, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Look here's the basin for that fountain. This is a 4x4. So she a beast. And, but it's always fun. It's always fun to have a challenge because that just prepares us for the next time when a similar situation comes up. So anywho, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, the irrigation, you can see here is plumbed for drip. We have this little cutout here that I'm still toying with a few options. See, when you have a space like this, it's not just about what looks good now, but we need to think 3 years, 5 years. Like I thought maybe a Bacarni recurvata would be cute in here, and I'm still not necessarily against that, but remember that elephant foot over time gets big, that girl gets big. So I need to be sure and confident that it can live here in perpetuity, because to try to move it in the future would probably necessitate demoing this whole ring. So I might do a Pachy, I might do a Yucca Rostrata. We also want to think about, we don't want anything that's going to infringe on the pathway. So there are things, to think about. This, I'm really excited about this palm tree stump. We're going to get this drilled out a little more and plant that up. I was thinking with that gold cactus, the army one, Wilda Brenda supercalifragilistic, yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but we'll get there. So today, tomorrow rather, we're going to focus on getting this planted out. We have Bart coming tomorrow afternoon to bring us more boulders. And see this one here that he staged? We just don't love the staging because all the money, all the glory is here. So this boulder, we really want this to lay flat rather than upright so that we can really take advantage of seeing all of this. And I don't know, the placement just feels a little awkward. So that needs fixed. More big boulders are coming. But before he arrives, we can get started in here.
And then we finished.
Yeah, and we finished up today. Greg's brought us some more beautiful boulders. What are these called again?
Napa Canyon.
This is Napa Canyon. They're really dirty, but once they're washed off, the color will really shine through. And then over here, we got our boulders and our foundations in. This was a big challenge. You may remember from yesterday's video or day one, this was kind of a hot mess. They had stacked a bunch of different colored rock and little crap, and it just really bugged the client. He did not like it. So we, at his suggestion, went monochromatic. These are boulders that were located here on the property. They're not the shiniest, but we really like the organic look of them. And then Hannah had the idea to do the Portulacaria minima to soften them and to in time spill, over the edge. So this took a minute with a couple of people. Here we have, as I said, the foundation plants. We have our boulders staged. We're not done by any stretch. I'm going to run some large 5-gallon colorful tapestry through this bed. And then we will also be adding a few more smaller accent type plants in bare spots. Then we'll be throwing in secondary rock. We got some 18-inch minus beautiful Grand Canyon onyx boulders in baskets that we can toss in here. I'll probably be, we'll be top dressing with Cali Gold like we did in the back. And then I'll run some, I don't know, maybe is it black or burgundy? I hadn't really thought about it. I don't think burgundy's isn't gonna feel right, is
I feel
it?
like your chunky rubble was going to be your...
Yeah, or maybe we'll just go with chunky rubble instead of a splash of color. We'll just kind of see how it feels, right? We don't need to make that decision right now, and neither do you. Let the space speak to you as you go. So we're going to wrap it up for today. We'll catch you tomorrow. As always, thank you so much for following, commenting, and sharing these videos with your garden-loving friends. Bye, guys.